3 of the Tipsport Gamechanger, a €1 million single elimination tournament for the title of European Champion, will kick off in Düsseldorf.
Diese Saison von Tipsport Gamechanger ist auf jeden Fall einer der besten. Und ich werde dort als Sieger herauskommen.
The first round's explosive duel brings together one of OKTAGON's best stand-up fighters, Matęj Peň&aacute, who's already finished 8 opponents on the MMA battlefield.
Chci udělat chirurgicky přesnou práci a už rok jsem nezápasil, takže myslím si, že toho adrenalinu bude dost.
Zawada, a veteran of many MMA promotions, will be trying to avoid Matęj's long reach and aims to strike first.
Ist ungeschlagen bei Octagon. Gegen solche Leute will ich mich messen und hat auch Bock zu kämpfen.
He too has defeated most of his opponents before the limit, and he'll be the most experienced opponent Matęj has ever faced.
Ich habe gesehen, ein sehr guter Contender ist der Peñ&aacute. I'm ready. I'm coming for 84.
Meine ganze Familie kommt aus Polen. Ich bin in Düsseldorf geboren. Ich war halt auch kein einfaches Kind. Nach der Pubertät kam auch natürlich irgendwann diese Zeit, wo man Partys gemacht hat. Kam 2-3 Tage später zurück nach Hause. Durch den Sport, dann irgendwann hat ja mein Bruder das gemerkt, so, dass ich irgendwie da falschen Weg gehe, und der hat mich dann halt so zum Sport geholt. Alles, was der mir erklärt hat oder zeigen wollte, konnte ich schnell umsetzen. Irgendwann so ab 2016 habe ich mir so gedacht, so, ey komm, ich gehe alles oder nichts, setze alles auf die Karte.
David followed in the footsteps of his older brother, who became a German MMA legend.
Dawida największy sukces to jest to, że walczył w największych organizacjach na świecie.
Mal ein starker Sieg, wofür mich alle noch feiern, ist dieser eine Sieg von 2019 gegen Abu Bakr Nurmagomedov. Daran erkennen mich halt noch viele. Als ich so erfahren habe, dass Octagon nach Deutschland will, da habe ich mir gedacht, ey geil, ist eine coole so Gelegenheit.
And get ready for the welcome for this man, my goodness.
Oh. Ich bin halt mehr so ein Sturkopf, ich gehe mal nach vorne.
Big slam to the man there.
Bei mir ist Kill or be killed, also das ist so mein Mindset.
He's going for the leg, he's going for the heel hook. Zawada looking for the heel hook finish, that's it!
Ich kam von 77 Kilo, eine Etage hoch, 84, hab den Top 5 Contender geschlagen und jetzt komme ich ganz hoch an die Spitze.
The younger of the Zawada brothers faced a tough challenge when he stood against Matęj, especially because the fight took place in front of 27,000 fans at a sold-out stadium in Prague's Eden Arena.
David Zawada believes he wants to make a charge on this middleweight division. He has his eyes on the title, and to get to that, he has to get through a fighter like Matęj.
David Zawada!
Bei dem Kampf, mein Plan sah halt ganz anders aus, als es passiert ist, weil ich ganz schön in meinen Rhythmus gekommen bin.
Big shots from Mazouk looking for the first round finish. Zawada surviving. Oh, another shot. What a... Oh, there you go! That's the power! That is what they talked about!
Und da ist mir kurz einmal so die Lichter ausgegangen und war vorbei. Ja, was soll man machen? Das ist halt der Kampfsport. Jetzt stehen wir jetzt vor dem Turnier Tipsport Gamechanger und hier kann man wieder vieles gut machen.
His first opponent in the €1 million Tipsport Gamechanger pyramid will be the uncompromising Czech sniper, Matęj Peňaz.
Bojovým sportům se věnuju úplně od malička. Věděl jsem, že můj kamarád chodí na kickbox a mě se to hrozně líbilo. A byl jsem takový hyperaktivní, takže jsme to spojili a táta začal chodit vlastně se mnou.
Když jsem chtěl, aby jsme jezdili někam, aby se tam zasportoval, dobře, povede si něco vyhrát, tak super. Ale nikdy jsem jako nebyl, že bych si na začátku myslel, jo, Matěj bude živit sportem a bude tak a tak úspěšný, to jsem si nemyslel.
Zápasil jsem v organizaci Glory Kickboxing, byl covid, nebyly zápasy a vznikl projekt OKTAGON Underground. Celkově mě to MMA chytlo v průběhu toho undergroundu. Jsem se začal učit i takedowny, obrany na takedowny, tak mě to začalo bavit a to byl můj start v OKTAGONu a můj start MMA kariéry.
Matej, Peňaz!
Na začátku už pro lidi byl extrémně zajímavý, protože měl velmi atraktivní striking hodně těch KOček.
Má na to ty ruce a využívá je na 100%.
Striking is an elite level.
Spousta kritiků třeba namítá, že měli jednoduchý soupeře. Je to o tom, že prostě Matěj je tak dobrý, že tomu soupeři nedal možnost ukázat, co v něm je.
V OKTAGONu můj nejtěžší zápas byl zatím s Matthew Bonner. Určitě to byl nejzkušenější soupeř, co jsem měl.
The guy's been a Cage Warriors world champion, is extremely talented.
Nikdy nebyl ukončený před limitem. Se mě hodně snažil tahat na zem.
Peňaz never been in there with someone so experienced and crafty as Bonner.
Oh, big shots. Oh, that body shot. That could be it. Working the body is Peñaz. Looking for the finish. That is it. Peñaz is the first man to stop Matthew Bonner.
Matej, Peňaz!
12 vítězství, zatím jsem v OKTAGONu neporažen. Věřím v to, že tak to zůstane.
But David Zawada had already been eyeing up the uncompromising striker in Octagon for quite some time.
Matej und ich haben eine kleine Vergangenheit, wir haben viel rumgechattet, gegeneinander kämpfen sollten. Er ist halt eine große Herausforderung und jetzt bei Tipsport Gamechanger so einen Top-Kämpfer als in die erste Runde zu kriegen, ist schon hart, aber ich stelle mich jeder Herausforderung. Diese Saison von Tipsport Gamechanger ist auf jeden Fall einer der besten. Ich immer noch einer der besten bin. Und Zawada ist nicht weg, er ist immer noch da, er ist immer noch brandgefährlich.
Dawid bierze bardzo na poważnie ten pojedynek, przyjechał tutaj do nas do Szczecina trenować. Ma wszystko, żeby wygrać z każdym zawodnikiem, ktokolwiek na nim nie stanie naprzeciwko niego. Dawid jest wszechstronną osobą, ale wydaje mi się, że w tym przypadku będzie dominował w parterze.
Matej Peñaz Schwäche ist der Bodenkampf. Peñaz sehr groß ist das nicht einfach, so einen Mann am Käfig runterzukriegen. Ich bin der Erste, der ihn besiegen wird.
Přiznejme si, že ne každý z oktagonských bojovníků chce zápasit s Matějem, protože všichni vědí, jak moc dobrý je. Jsme si vědomí toho, že on Matěje chtěl, on si na něj věří a udělá maximum pro to, aby vyhrál.
Tipsport Gamechanger jsem si vybral hlavně z toho, že si můžu utkat s nejlepšími zápasníky z Evropy. 300 000 euro je určitě velká motivace. Bych to mohl využít na hypotéku, nebo bych si mohl koupit třeba Porsche 911 nebo Rolexky. Bude to zkouška, myslím si, že to je můj nejtěžší soupeř. 100% nejvíc zkušený. Dokáže rychle nasadit nějaký škrcení, nějakou páku. David Zawada v kleci je takový typ zápasníka, který využívá nesoustředěnosti toho svého oponenta. Můžete vyhrávat a pak ztratíte zápas kvůli 10 vteřinám.
Ale nemyslím si, že má ty silné zbraně tak jako Matęj. Matęj má prostě ten postoj extrémně dobrý. Nikdo podle mě v Tipsport Gamechangeru nemá na něj co týče postoje.
Jsem připravený na všechny scénáře a když přijde šance ho ukončit v postoji nebo na zemi, tak je to jedno.
Es ist auf jeden Fall schön, vor der Haustür zu kämpfen. Schaut zu, unterstützt mich, supportet mich und wir geben Gas.
Zawada will have the chance to claim one of the most valuable scalps of his career in front of a home crowd in Düsseldorf.
Hey, took that square on the nose.
But the same goes for Peñas.
Looking for the finish!
The first match in the most competitive Tipsport Gamechanger tournament ever, this time in middleweight, looks set to deliver the crowd a KO.
Matęj má všechny schopnosti na to, aby se do toho finále probojoval, aby Tipsport Gamechanger vyhrál.
V Tipsport Gamechanger reprezentuju Česko, budu nést tu českou vlajku a budu se to snažit dostat co nejvýš v pyramidě.
But the question is, who will strike first to claim this fabulous reward?
Během mého zápasu bych si určitě nechodil pro občerstvení, protože to bude končit rychle a tvrdě.
Ich würde ihn auf jeden Fall das Leben schwer machen am 1.2.
The first reserve fight of this year's Tipsport Gamechanger will see Iranian powerhouse Hoja Hadjiband be put to the test by 100% finisher Kennedy Rayomba. After a long break, Hadjiband is ready to step back into the cage. With 7 wins on his record, he's defeated such names as Václav Mikolášek and Zdeněk Polivka. 4 of those victories were achieved on the ground, including wins over both Czech warriors.
This is tight. That's a tap. Whoa!
And his impressive fighting style could earn him a 3rd win in OKTAGON, as well as a place in the Tipsport Gamechanger tournament. The talented prospect from Combat Club Cologne has defeated 6 opponents amongst the pros. The warrior, who goes by the nickname Mr. CGN, accepted the bout just hours before entering the arena in Düsseldorf. Without trepidation, he's fully motivated to show what he's made of in the European MMA scene, and he'll do whatever it takes to earn himself a place in the Tipsport Gamechanger pyramid. European Thai boxing champion Mateusz Kohut takes on the highly respected kickboxer Chihad Akipa. After moving to the welterweight division, the experienced Kohut claimed his first victory during his debut on German soil. At the iconic Frankfurt Festhalle, he defeated Islam Hapalayev and embarked on a new chapter of his career.
Mighty Rooster, go!
OKTAGON fans won't forget his wins over Shiroki, Fodor and Malak, who he dominated in the lightweight division. With 10 wins on his record, he's been preparing for a big fight night in Düsseldorf with former middleweight champion Kinsel in Thailand. He plans on proving to Akipa that Thai boxing is a better choice than K1. The mighty Akipa has a different opinion on the matter, and he also completed a Muay Thai camp in the Mecca of MMA. The Glory fighter has already competed in over 60 kickboxing fights and is known for his high-pressure game in MMA, which has earned him 7 wins, 2 of which came by submission. After his fight against the legendary Trušek, the fighter known as Punisher claimed his first win in OKTAGON over Dominik Schrober.
The Punisher, Akipa!
In a thrilling fight in Oberhausen, Akipa defeated the Austrian powerhouse by unanimous decision and is now looking to start 2025 with another big win. One of the biggest highlights on this OKTAGON 66 fight card will see 2 stand-up legends face off in a fierce duel. Vlado Lengal accepted the challenge from the lethal Denis Ilbai to go head-to-head on German soil. A boxing world champion who's dominated the most prestigious stand-up fighting organizations in the world and will be looking to score his 4th win in OKTAGON. After a spectacular turnaround, Ilbai finished Marko Novak inside the OKTAGON cage.
He's done it! El Pistolero!
He also claimed first-round victories over Diego Sheik and defeated the talented Denis Trpšanský. The fighter known as El Pistolero is ready to send shockwaves across Czechia and Slovakia by scoring his 7th brutal finish and claiming his 8th professional win. Lengal is undoubtedly one of the featherweight division's most dangerous men. In his duel against Jäger Szek at the Stranica Stadium, the Division number 7 confirmed his status as an immortal warrior and earned the Performance of the Night bonus. He boasts wins over Karo Rashavi and England's Corey Fry on his record.
This could be it! That is it! Oh!
Now, the popular fighter from the Czech Republic is sharpening his talons and plans on collecting his first German scalp, which could open the pathway to the top 5. The dreaded Lom Aliaskiev is ready for another battle. One of Germany's most experienced fighters will take on the Brazilian champion, Vanderlei Jr. With 17 wins on his record, the Brazilian black belt will make his octagon debut on short notice. Vanderlei is a champion of Brazil, Russia, and Kazakhstan. The well-roundedness of his fighting style is evidenced by his 100% record amongst pros in kickboxing. In MMA, he claimed 8 out of 12 finishes on the ground. The man, known as Mexicano, won't refuse any opportunity before a fight or in the cage. Lightweight Division number 5 Askiev is ready to destroy whoever gets in his way. He demonstrated that intent with millimeter precision against former champion Ivan Buchinger in Oberhausen.
Right hand. This could be it! Lom Aliaskiev gets the finish!
Lom Aliaskiev!
Experts believe the former KSW title challenger poses a huge threat to the champion Lozen Keita. And he'll have a chance to fulfill those high expectations in front of a home crowd at Octagon 66. Champion Kerim Engizek is about to make his first appearance before a home crowd in Düsseldorf.
Und haben wir jetzt auch mittlerweile gemacht. In ganz Europa steht mein Name Nummer 1, Kerim Engizek, türkische Flagge.
After a last-minute change of opponent, the undefeated middleweight king will try and take down Octagon newcomer Kamil Oniszczuk. The Polish warrior is a representative of Florida's Kill Cliff Fight Club and is known to MMA fans for his spectacular finishes. The former Bellator and ACA fighter has 10 professional victories on his record, and he'll be looking to score another big win with the added bonus of the chance to enter the pyramid.
Oh, there you go!
On the other side of the cage, pyramid ranked number 1 Kerim Engizek will be ready for anything.
Oh, he's got dropped! That's it, Engizek with the right hand! And he's done it once again!
Before a record-breaking crowd at Frankfurt Football Stadium, the UFD gym representative defeated Patrick Kinsell, which means he has now been undefeated for 10 years.
Oh!
He drives forward.
Now Engizek is preparing to prove he truly is the undisputed champion of the loaded middleweight division. Experience the view from the front row with pay-per-view. Watch the tournament live at octagon.tv. Octagon's first tournament of 2025, where the European MMA €1 million Middleweight League of Champions competition kicks off, is coming soon. Germany is putting forward its very best fighter in the Tipsport Gamechanger 3, a €1 million single elimination tournament. Octagon middleweight champion, Kerim Engizek, who defeated Patrick Kinsella in October at the biggest MMA tournament in history. For a place in the quarterfinals, he'll be taking on revered Polish stand-up fighter with devastating kicks, Kamil Oniszczuk. Czech striker Matęj Peňaz, who is on a 9-fight win streak in Octagon MMA, will finally return to the cage in the Tipsport Gamechanger 3, where he can expect to face the toughest opponent of his career, German fighter David Zawada, who wants to bring the Zawada name into the limelight of European MMA, just like his brother did before. A big battle is brewing in the lightweight division. In his last bout, the number 5 ranked fighter Eskiev showed off fantastic form, knocking out the legendary Buchinger in the first round. Now, a champion of 5 organizations by the name of Vanderlei Jr. is coming to collect Eskiev's valuable scalp. Muay Thai versus K1, a thrilling striking duel between renowned stand-up fighters, Octagon Underground's Matusz Kohut and explosive Chihad Akiba. And the battle of 2 boxing masters with iron hearts, Vlado Lengal versus Denis Ilbai, promises one hell of a throwdown too. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Octagon 66, Engizek versus Oniszczuk. Buy our pay-per-view and enjoy the whole tournament right from the front row seats at octagon.tv.
Dámy a pánové, chlapci a děvčata, moji milí samurajové, hello, herzlich willkommen, welcome in PESS in the end arena in Düsseldorf. We are ready to start new season 2025 and this is Octagon 66. My name is Ondřej, this is English voice of Octagon, Brian Lacey. Hello Brian.
Hello, good to be here, good to kick off the year in Germany, my friend.
Sold Out Arena and also German voice of Octagon, Philipp Harburger. Welcome.
Thanks for having me. Was geht ab, Düsseldorf? Seid ihr bereit für Octagon 66? Das hört man gerne.
Arena is completely full because 9 of 11 fights has got local heroes or fighters from this area. So it's pretty stacked card. We also kick out the 3rd season of Tipsport Gamechanger, and in last 2, let's say, main events with Lom Ali and also Kerim Engizek, we got 2 changes, but we end up with even better fighters based on fight metrics.
If you look at the fight Lom Ali has taken, the guy he is fighting is a 5-time world champion in multiple promotions around the world. Then you look at Oniszczuk moving up into the main event. Kerim himself said he has more weapons for me to worry about. So those last 2 fights I have my eyes on indeed, Andre.
Definitely, but Oniszczuk from Poland, he fought in ACA, Bellator. His last 2 losses was a little bit of bad luck for him, and he's really dangerous for Kerim, who will be start here in front of his hometown local hero. A lot of pressure on him. Will he handle it?
So the thing is that his opponent, Kamil Oniszczuk, is incredibly tall. Like, look at this guy. He's like a high tower. But when you come to Düsseldorf and you want to defeat Kerim Engizek on his hometown soil, I think you need to kill him in order to defeat him. So I don't think this is going to happen.
Okay. Another fight for Tipsport Gamechanger, because we got 2 fights, is also David Zawada, who spent his whole career in UFD Düsseldorf gym, and he will try to beat Matęj Peňaz, who's still unbeaten, 9-0 in Octagon, unbeaten guy training in Sweden All-Stars gym with Gustafsson and many other names. So how do you see this fight?
I think that David Zawada has been massively underestimated in this fight. He is the most experienced fighter that Peñaz will ever have faced. We saw in the Hodja Hadjivan fight what a way he came back to get that victory. So many eyes are on Peñaz. Many eyes are expecting Peñaz to take this one. But this is in Düsseldorf, a place where the Zawada name is holy. And I think David Zawada is fully prepared for this task.
So this is going to be the kicking out the 3rd season Tipsport Gamechanger for €1 million. But we got also some newcomers, and between them I can pick one name, and it's Tamerlan Dulatov. For the very first time, the youngest Dulatov brother will step into Octagon cage. What we can expect?
Look, I've seen this guy train with UFC fighters like Michael Venom Page, and if you consider the fact that he has only one single professional fight, he looked incredibly well in this training session. So I expect a big future for him, and this future is going to start today.
Okay, so I believe we are ready. 11 fights is in front of us with amazing main events. So let's kick out this season 2025, and Octagon 66 can start just now.
The year here in 2025, we have Octagon 66, headlined by Engizek, Mr. Karim, in his hometown of Dusseldorf. We have many local fighters on the card tonight and many explosive fights for you. A lot of predictions from the owners that there's going to be 7 or 8 finishes on this card. The matchmakers agree, and I do agree. Some high-octane, incredible stuff about to come in. We'll start with a free prelim fight you'll be able to watch on all socials and on our YouTube, and then we will move on to the undercard and eventually our main card. But for now, here are the rules of the Octagon mixed martial arts fight that will take place in the cage in the shape of a circle known as the Octagon. Standing up techniques such as boxing, kickboxing, Thai boxing and everything else you can think of on the feet can be utilized, and once it goes to the ground you have wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Sambo and any other grappling techniques. The fights will be contested over 3 5-minute rounds, every single one of them tonight, because we have no title fights on the card. And the fights may be decided by knockouts, referee stoppage, submission or points if it goes to decision. The deciding factors for our judges will be effective striking and aggression and damage. Damage is the most important deciding factor, and we'll be competing under the new rule sets tonight. As of 2025, we have a slight change to the rules. That means that you have to be grounded at all times, so headshots and head kicks will be allowed even if someone has their palms of their hands on the canvas, have to have one knee down or a forearm to count as a grounded opponent. But here we are, Octagon 66, Brian.
Here we are indeed. The year kicks off a new city, a new arena, and as always, a fantastic fight card here with Octagon. We kick off with Smajić versus Misteli. That will be our YouTube free prelim. Celaya versus Elias. Elias, plenty to say, predicting a 90-second finish of the UFC gym fighter Celaya. Then we have Dulatov making his long-anticipated debut, taking on Gith. That's a catchweight bout at 80 kilograms. Then another hometown fighter, Amir Can-Al, will take on Viktor Kovac, one of the prodigies coming up from Vlasto Chepo. And then the brother Celaya, Daniel Celaya, the surgeon, will take on the virtuoso Federico in our feature bout of our preliminary card. From top to bottom, Luke, we are going to whet your appetite with some beautiful violence.
Plenty of finishes going to happen tonight, many on that undercard as well, Brian. I feel like we have explosive action, and we're going to start with the females.
And here we go. We will see Sara Smajić finally make her debut in Octagon. 2 years since she's been in the cage, a year she's been signed with Octagon. 3 fights she was scheduled. Unfortunately, 2 came out due to injury, and last time it moved on because of the Balanda fight. So now she debuts here, taking on Daniela Misteli. Again, what a lady. This is an inspiration, looking to become the first woman from Switzerland to claim victory in Octagon.
Dusseldorf is about to send Sara Smajić into battle. She has been waiting to enter the Octagon cage since February of last year. And she'll be tested by the fired-up Daniela Misteli. In her Octagon debut, Croatian grappling champion Sara Smajić will represent her local UFC gym. This well-rounded and high-precision striker has defeated the last 4 fighters who dared to enter the cage with her, including Lucia Svabova's recent opponent, Aitana Alvarez. Also preparing for her Octagon debut is an experienced Swiss fighter who proves that age is just a number. 48-year-old Daniela Misteli stuns audiences with her ferocious fighting style in every bout. Over the last 2 years, she's had 7 duels. If this fight industry fighter claims victory, she'll extend her 2-fight win streak and collect the biggest scalp of her career to date.
So here we go, raising her hands aloft with a smile on her face. This lady has an infectious energy, my goodness.
Danielle Misteli making the walk to become the first ever Swiss fighter to enter the octagon cage. On top of that, the oldest fighter to enter the octagon cage, 48 years young, and I say that because you have to be around her and you to believe just what a journey this lady is on. At the press conference, many people asking her about that age, and Luke, she said, look, I'm old, I'm tired, but I am still dangerous. And Andre Novotny said, look, we looked at this lady, we saw her activity over the last couple of years, 7 fights in 2 years, fighting the likes of Cecilia Bolander, Melissa Mullen. She is putting out there to test herself. She is somebody who is an inspiration, as she says, to middle-aged women. She wants to show, listen, age is just a number, see, believe, and do, and this is what is achievable.
And you can see it from her, the energy, you know, enjoying and loving every single moment and minute of it. And I feel like that's who she's like in the training as well. Has only been fighting for a very short amount of time, so her age obviously is up there in years at 48, but I believe started at 46. Was training before that, obviously, in wrestling and everything else, but competed very, very recently. So she doesn't have the miles on the clock of the age that she's got. And I feel like now with modern science and training techniques, she's something special, she's something different, Brian, and we can see an enjoyable fight from her tonight.
A different energy as Sarah Smajić makes the walk to the cage for the first time, and she has been waiting a long time, Luke. 3 fights she has had scheduled under Octagon. 2 of them she had injuries, which meant she had to withdraw. And the last fight she was supposed to be on the end of the year show against Cecilia Bolander. Bolander then moved up to take on Pudilova for the title, the vacant belt, and she was moved to this. I saw her at breakfast just a couple of days ago, and she said to me, listen, I was upset with that. I watched that fight, and I truly believe, if I'd fought Cecilia Bolander, she would never get to even see or touch that Octagon belt. She wants to prove something tonight, Luke. This is a long time coming. She's been patiently waiting, and she has to put on the performance tonight.
Has to put on the performance, indeed. A lot of pressure on her shoulders. I mean, being the 48-year-old woman competing, it might seem difficult, but imagine having to face a 48-year-old. It kind of can play on your mind because you have to go out there and perform and win because you're expected to. That whole being the underdog and having no pressure is easy. When you're expected to win, and like you said, all the pressure of 3 fights that haven't happened and the statements that she's been making, and you can see from how she acts and how she moves and her energy, she is a very, very confident woman that's looking to take Octagon by storm. So she needs to not just win, in my opinion, but make a huge statement.
Yeah, 2 years since she's competed, and again she fought in KSW, went 2-1 in that promotion with wins over the likes of Aitana Alvarez as well. Looks very impressive, and I said I watched those fights back, and she said to me, that is not what you're going to see. That is not the fighter. I have improved vastly. I have changed many things, my camp, the people around me, and you will see a whole new version of Sarah Smajić tonight.
Well, and Aitana Alvarez is an absolute monster, an animal.
Female Spanish fighter of the year.
Yeah, when it comes to ferocity, she has it. So Smajić going up against that, you know she's got it inside as well.
So there we go. We'll look at the numbers. Obviously, the biggest difference is the age, but Misteli had to prove that that is just a number. Then we look at the height and reach on the side of Misteli. Records 4-2 versus 3-4, and the Tipsport odds heavily favour Sarah Smajić. We are set, we are ready for the first fight of 2025. A new arena for the same man with the mic. Here he is, Andre Novotny.
So one more time, herzlich willkommen am Düsseldorf ESS Arena, and we are ready to kick out Octagon 66. Our first bout is 3 5-minute rounds, bantamweight bout, and the referee in charge is Pepa Tosh. Let me introduce you, both fighters, and we'll start in the blue corner. She's 48 years old, stands 175 centimeters tall, weight in 61.7 kilos, represents Fight Industry Newcomb Sports. Coaches in her corner are Sven Neumann, René Runge, and Anita Bartus. She has a professional record of 7 fights, 3 wins, 1 submission, and 4 losses. Fighting out of Switzerland, Danielle, the housewife, Misteli. Across the cage, 29 years old, 172 centimeters tall, 61 kilos. Represents Trojan Free Fighters and Grindhouse Combat Club. Coaches in her corner are Zelk Galešić, Benjamin Luzar Smajić. She has a professional record of 6 fights, 4 wins, 1 TKO, and 2 losses. Representing Neruda Cup team OKTAGON TV Club and fighting out of Croatia, Sara Guerreira Luzar Smajić.
Ladies, you know the rules. Follow my comments. Stop is stop, fight hard, fight fair, touch your gloves, and go back to corner.
So here we go, set and ready for our first fight of the year here in Düsseldorf. Jose Loach in charge of the cage. We have Sara Smajić, red corner, black kit, taking on Daniela, the housewife, Misteli. Blue corner, white kit, and off we go. 2025 is underway, Luke.
Underway indeed, starting with these ladies, and I believe, you know, the speed is going to be the huge difference here. Interesting tactic to start out, though. Lots of movement.
Yeah, Smajić with that standard coming forward. Oh!
Yeah, Smajić extremely aggressive, comes forward and hits very hard.
Closes the distance as well, inches her opponent's back. Oh, nice right hand there, connects.
Yeah, not respecting.
Oh, big shot.
That's good.
Oh, Misteli in trouble here. What a start here for Smajić.
Nice head kick coming through too, mixing up the weapons.
Misteli trying to make contact, but she's got to defend those strikes.
Yeah, I'd expect Misteli to try and look to change the dynamics of this fight, get a hold of Smajić. Easier said than done, though. Very good at controlling range and moving in and out. Beautiful stiff jab.
Smajić fights so long as well, even though she gives up some height and reach. The way she puts her opponents on the end of her strikes, that's a real skill of hers.
And timing that inside leg kick very well with the right hand at the moment. Like I said, not respecting it. And just throwing, as Misteli throws that inside leg kick, she's waiting for it, and she's throwing the right hand as well, same time.
They're controlling the range with another right hand.
Nice teep, though, from Misteli.
Yeah, needs to keep Smajić at bay. And again, you've got to imagine the adrenaline dump for Smajić as well. Three fights scheduled, a year in the making this debut, 2 years out of the cage, Luke.
Doesn't look like she left it for a second. Her control of range is beautiful. Stalking, just stepping in and out, completely out of range, then in range and landing heavy with that right hand.
Oh,
there it is again.
That front kick just missed from Misteli.
Yeah, Misteli trying to mix it up. I'd like to see her move in different directions, though, not just one way, but she's just so afraid of that right hand. Blood on the nose as well, on that bridge of the nose.
And Misteli also competes in jiu-jitsu tournaments as well.
I felt like that's where she was going to try and get this fight. Hasn't seemed to really put much effort into it at the moment. Happy to stay at distance and throw kicks. I thought we'd see her drive forward for takedown.
Oh, it's combinations now coming up. Now she's looking for the takedown.
And she might get it with this outside reap. Beautiful power and athleticism, though, from Smajić. Great balance there on display.
Yeah, worked her way to the cage perfectly, but now...
I mean, if you look at the frame of these two women now, when you see them come together, Misteli much bigger through the upper body and through the shoulders. And this is where I feel like she'd have a bit of advantage, more in the dirty boxing.
Yeah, this is great
grinding work. Because she was having a lot of trouble early on in that fight. Beautiful reversal there with the underhook.
And Misteli, one of her sons, again, a mother of 3, one of her sons is a wrestler, grappler as well. And she says she gets plenty of rounds in with him, so a family business, Luke.
Beautiful work, utilizing that wrestling skill with that left side underhook and reversing Smajić again. Now Smajić getting that underhook, double underhooks for her, going to utilize that and turn. Good, beautiful whip there from the left arm.
But this is good work from Misteli, was in trouble with those combinations against the cage and found them.
Knees on the inside as well.
Oh,
that
left hand.
Hook. Oof. Now they break away, blood coming from the face of Misteli.
Yeah, she just reached into her mouth there. Some solid shots already.
Those left hands were extremely solid. The right straight is the power shot, though, from Smajić, trying to line that up at the moment, but gave as good as she got in that small exchange.
You can see where she needs to fight to be. At range, Luke, this is what is happening. She's getting pieced up.
Yeah, it's the speed and the movement. You could see Misteli, how she's moving laterally. You know, she's heavy on her feet. She's not as smooth as Smajić. Smajić beautifully moves in and out with the range, controls it well, sets up the right hand with the jab, and when she's in range, she unloads.
Referee calling for more action as we enter the final minute of round number 1. Nice inside kick there.
I mean, it's been a pretty action-packed fight so far, mainly because of Smajić's pressure. Still pressuring. Really good right hand landed again there. It's like she can't miss with that right hand at the moment.
Oh, nice right of her own there from Misteli.
Stiff right hand.
Now backing up at Smajić.
I think that hurt a lot. It was
another one. Another one.
She throws with her whole body there. She's changing up.
That's interesting.
That's what I'm saying. Those solid right hands hurt a lot. Smajić on the ground, beautiful though, with that blanket guard and splitting the legs. Now she's in total control. Here with just 15 seconds remaining.
Yeah, making
trying to go for that knee bar maybe. No, takes the back.
Big moment here in the jet. Oh, can she get this under the chin before the clock? Misteli defending well.
Yeah, 5 seconds remain.
But those right hands hurt, Luke. It was actually Smajić that switched the game up. That says a lot. You can kind of tell that had an effect, right?
It does say a lot, but also shows the level of Smajić on the feet. Her control of range is beautiful. The intelligence to get caught with a big shot and switch it up in a split second. Single leg takedown, blanket guard, be on top. Forward pressure with the hips, pass, ground and pound, get to the back, almost finished the fight with rear naked choke. That'll happen in about 30 seconds. So, you know, when she was talking what she was saying about Bolanda, I would like to see that fight after those small moments.
Yeah.
We'll see how the rest of this goes, but for me, Smajić is a real contender so far with this performance.
Yeah, Smajić as well, Croatian national grappling champion, actually started with that discipline and showed it off very well. Like you said, even dropping into that guard, Luke, had total control.
Just looks so fluid. I mean, on the feet with the right hand, powerful, lands well, great pressure, and was willing to throw multiple shots. Like, opened up a lot. Obviously, all the scores going in the side of Smajić. But when she got hit, there look at that solid right hand. She did not like it. That shot shook her.
And on the flip side, that should give confidence to Misteli, right? She was looking a little bit like the deer in the headlights when those big shots were coming through, but she does have power, and she looks fresh. She looks
and I mean, different sort of motivations come in the mind of a 48-year-old coming in, stepping here in the cage. You know she's coming for war. She's going to give it everything. I think if she can get any confidence out of that round, it will be landing those right hands. She should come forward and really go for it in this second round.
Oof. Going for that low calf kick, targeting that lead. Oh, another big shot here. Smajić adding it up now. Pressure in spades from the Croatian.
Nice change of levels there in on this single. Great defense here at the moment from Smajić. Good hips.
Really good hips, stretching out there.
I'm going to get digging this underhook. Yep. Going to reverse her.
Oh, powerful stuff, and straight into mount with an arm trapped as well, Luke. Can go for the triangle.
Beautiful.
Mounted triangle here from Smajić.
Fluid game.
Wow.
But again, Danieli, the posture and strength.
And awareness, Luke. She knows exactly what the danger is.
Change her hips, going for the armbar.
Now to armbar.
This is dangerous now, Brian. This is tight.
Smajić trying to stretch.
Going to go under the arm, going to go under the leg. Try and rotate her and flip her down for a belly down. Gives up on that, has the arm straight now. Danieli really needs to try and keep that elbow tight. Wants to almost get that knee up.
Wants to stack her opponent.
Yeah, stack her a little bit more. Doing the right, switches back to the triangle.
Oh, trying to lock this up. It's over the back of the head now.
Yeah, almost like a hybrid attempt now back into the armbar. I'd say the armbar is more dangerous, but gives up on it.
Let it go. She's let it go. Those shots were bothering her, Luke.
Danieli now maybe going to attempt the front headlock. Switches around the back. Beautiful crossface. Gave up a little bit there, Smajić. Didn't really fight that position. Interesting. 2-on-1 now on the arms, and doesn't like these shots. Needs to be careful. Her hips aren't too high here, Danieli. It's going to fall off the back.
What a story. This would be. It's under the. It looks like it's under the chin, Luke. She's working. This would be huge. Danieli.
She had it under the chin.
Oh,
She's
wow.
trying to connect the hands. But Smajić fight here, got bright red just from the pressure of one arm.
She's out. She is out. But big threat from Misteli there.
Work there, and that seems like she's breaking to me at the moment. Smajić under the pressure.
And listen to the crowd getting behind this Swiss fighter.
Misteli now on this rear naked choke attempt has one hook, the ball hook, which is the important one. And pressure
look
on
at
the
this.
neck here.
What a moment this will be. Misteli gets it. She gets it.
48 years old.
Oh, 48 years young, Luke Matęj. 48 years young.
Fought through fire and came through victorious with a beautiful rear naked choke.
You want to talk about inspiration? Look no further than the performance this lady has just put in the cage. Turning back the clock, fighting adversity and then claiming victory. And all the applause here in Dusseldorf. That is unbelievable.
Will to win. Real will to win. She broke her opponent. Smajić quit in that fight. As soon as she stuffed the head and passed to the back the second time, you could see Smajić break. I saw it in her physical being. And then when she got to the back and she sunk in that rear naked, that was just pure force. It wasn't even under the neck. And she just forced it under there. What a story, what a finish, what a moment. And here we see in the replay, she was getting pieced up on the feet. Got triangled, was really behind, was really suffering. Here we see that mounted triangle attempt to switch to an armbar. She fought through this and with just pure grit and determination, switched it up and then got to the back here. And before even getting any hooks, attempted that rear naked choke. But then regained it, got to the back. Here we see it. Got that bottom hook. And you see that left arm. It's not even under the chin. But she just powered through to get the finish.
One of the most incredible moments I've seen, not just in the cage, Luke, but in sport. In sport. This is the beauty, right? Believe in yourself. Putting yourself out there, defying the odds.
And the stats, I mean, she was getting battered. That first round, she got destroyed. Came back in the second, landing 2 right hands in the first round. That's all she did. Came back in the second confident, got hold of her, went through adversity, got the finish, and you can see how happy and insane that woman is. What a fight. What
Honestly, I'm so proud of her, Luke. And again, she spoke in the press conference yesterday. She's never been asked as many questions about her age, but she said, I want to be an inspiration. Daniele Misteli, yes, you are. Let's make it official. Let's hand it to Andre.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes and 30 seconds in the second round, the winner by rear naked choke, the housewife, Daniele Misteli.
Daniel. Hallo Daniel, herzlich willkommen bei OKTAGON. Du warst heute, glaube ich, so ziemlich die krasseste Außenseiterin auf dieser gesamten Fightcard. Aber du bist einfach hier reingekommen mit einem Grinsen und hast eine Wahnsinns-Submission geholt. Liebe Leute, ich finde, das ist doch mal einen richtig heftigen Applaus wert, oder? Guck mal her. Also, dass du so einen Finish kriegst, damit haben, glaube ich, viele Leute nicht gerechnet. Gib uns mal deine Perspektive zu diesem Kampf, bitte.
Ich habe am ersten Schlag gedacht, ich gehe runter. Ich habe gedacht, das war's. Adios, muchachos. Und dann war einfach mein Ehrgeiz dann geweckt. Und am Boden, ja, bin ich noch gerne.
Das, glaube ich, haben wir gesehen, ja. Aber du hast im Vorfeld gesagt, du bist alt, du bist müde, aber du bist immer noch gefährlich. War es das, was du heute beweisen wolltest?
Das muss ich bloß hier beweisen. In der Schweiz weiß das jeder.
Ah, okay. Das heißt, wir sehen dich vielleicht öfters hier.
Weil wer weiß, was die Zukunft bringt.
Wir hoffen es auf jeden Fall. Meine Damen und Herren, das war der Zweitrunden-Submission-Sieg von Danielle, the Housewife, Misteli.
Now, how's that for a first fight? An incredible match between Daniele Misteli and Sarah Smajić. We saw some strong hits, lots of action, and finally Daniele Misteli taking her win. This Swiss fighter, probably the biggest outsider on this card, finally won this match. She said that during the first hit she thought she would lose, she would be sent home, but finally she woke up and she likes it on the ground. She said even though she's old and tired, she's still dangerous. She said everyone knows that in Switzerland, but she is proven here as well. We heard it, ladies and gentlemen. She is 48 years young, and we'll maybe see her often here at OKTAGON. After all, age is just a number.
Age is just a number, and another number is a 1 in her win record. That is a huge moment for that lady. And speaking of huge moments, Zoran Salaya here representing the UFD gym. stepping in front of his home crowd, taking on Łukasz Eliasz. Łukasz Eliasz undefeated in mixed martial arts, 4-0 as a pro, and you looked at them at the weigh-ins yesterday, Eliasz being very vocal, saying he will destroy you, he will take you down. He has predicted 90 seconds to finish Zoran Salaya, but Salaya, a well-versed striker, coming from a striking background in K1 and Muay Thai, representing UFD Gym and fighting in promotions like Glory. A very, very dangerous task. And look, when there's a team or there's a country, a city behind you, it can add something special to your performance.
And the whole city behind Zoran for sure, and one of our many home fighters going to be fighting on the card, the first of many. This fight is really a grappler in my eyes versus a striker. If Łukasz can get this down to the ground, it could be tough for Zoran.
In Dusseldorf, undefeated Slovak champion Łukasz Eliasz will find out just how hungry Zoran Salaya is for victory. Experienced amateur representative Eliasz awaits his second pro fight in Octagon MMA. His debut fight in the black and yellow cage finished in victory after he finished talented German warrior Finn Greisman in under 3